What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy KBLX Rome here, and I'm bringing you a new series called Budget Builds or Cheap Builds, whatever you want to call it, right? So the criteria for all of these cards are that they're under 5,000 MT, right? I know you guys see the LeBron, and I'll get to that. This is specifically for this season, season 5, okay? Because of that LeBron, right? So we'll start with Isaiah Thomas. This card, Pink Diamond. If this video is for people just starting out in the game, they're just, they're not like, I would say casuals, but it's not a bad thing. They don't want to spend real money on the game. They just want to play. They want to build a little my team. They play offline. You can play online with this team without a problem if you're good. It just like I've seen good players play with all bronze cards and whoop people with the best teams. So it just depends. But this is for the casual player that just wants to grind and likes the grind and likes to just buy cards for cheap. Like they like playing with different players. You can literally beat all of the domination with this squad, no problem. You can probably beat using all of these cards. You could play triple threat or the 5-on-5 game mode, no problem, and literally go all the way to the top. Offline, no problem, right? So all of these cards are 5K, and if you want to slowly build your team, this is the team for you. And you never actually have to, you won't spend, you won't break the bank, and you can get some good picks out of this. So we'll start out with Isaiah Thomas, the All-Star Showcase edition of Isaiah Thomas. I just went on the auction block and looked up all of these. I refined the search, so I know you can do it. This card's actually kind of hard to find. There was only 3 on the auction block, and only one of them is because nobody really knows what to sell them for. But I found this one in particular. I paid $4,000 for mine, and this one was going for $4,500. But you can bid on them. These are all buy it now prices, by the way. But there was one that had like 1 second left on it, and the bid was $500. So you probably could have copped that for $500, no problem. But we'll get into that. Buy it now price $4,500. Lou Williams, absolute bucket, great passer, will literally be able to create space and everything and be your point guard. Lou Williams, 76ers, the highlight reel edition. I picked him up. I've actually sold this card because I pulled this card so many times from the out of position packs, or I think the highlight reel pack. Oh, it was the highlight reel packs when I was trying to get the Pink Diamond Kobe. I pulled so many of this card. So they sell for really cheap, but he's a great point guard. Let's see if we can we view player card? Let me rotate. Okay. But yeah, so he has a great 3, great ball handling. It's Lou Williams, right? What else could you expect? Great shooting guard all around. Like I said, no problem making buckets, creating space, all that stuff. And you can pick him up for 5,000 was the so when you go do these, refine your buy it now price, your maximum buyout for whatever you think you want to pay. So you could probably find him for 45. I just put 5,000 because I needed to know that there was one out there less than or 5,000 or lower. So this was just the first one I seen, obviously. So yeah, you could probably get him I sold mine because I put him on the auction block for 6K, 4 days in a row for 24 hours, never sold. I put him up for $4,000, sold right away. So you can probably get him for cheaper. Somebody trying to get rid of him because they just tired of him. So this LeBron card is a little bit different. The reason I have him up here is because in season 5, 17, or 17 days left, you can go buy a nightmare pack for 15,000 VC, which is it's nothing, right? I have 9,000 and I don't even play my career, right? So you can do that stuff very easily. Pink Diamond for 15K VC. But if you're not wanting to use that or spend VC and you don't play my career, I mean, any Amethyst, you can get any Amethyst small forward you want, for less. And I'm pretty sure he sells also for less than 5K. So Luol Deng as well. There's a lot out there, but I put him up here just because of the fact that you can buy him with VC. You just straight up buy him. That he's the only card that comes. 55 badges, he's great. So let's get into Kawhi. You can pick Kawhi up for anywhere from $2,500 to $3,500. Diamond Kawhi, great power forward, will literally do everything you need, and you can literally he has a 90 something steal, so or not a 90 something steal, it's an A plus steal. So yeah, you'll be able to steal the ball with him, play great defense and offense perfectly fine. Anthony Davis, he sells for about 4K. I sold three of them myself because he's a very common pull in packs, and obviously I have the one you can't auction off that I got through playing Domination. You can actually get this player in Domination packs, so that's where I got him from. So I've pulled about four of them, and I've sold them all for $2,500 because I just don't care. So I'm sure you can snipe one for less than 4K, but if you don't want to wait, 4K is perfectly fine. And like I said, you can bid on a lot of these cards for under 1,000. Let's get into the bench. I have Damian Lillard, 3,500. Probably get him for about 3K. Like I said, all I did was click search, and the first one that popped up is what I based it on. I never know how to say this guy's name, so we're going to call him Alexander. And he's a little bit more expensive card, but this card's a bucket because he's a bucket. 4,800, granted still under 5K, but there's a bunch of other shooting guards you can have for under 5K. So pretty much everybody from here back under 5K. Actually, I don't know if that diamond's under 5K, but and if you really want a Ruby card, you can get Little Dirk for free. So all these cards sell for about 1,000. So if you want any of these, and I put this Jimmy Butler on here because I didn't have that many small forwards to show you guys that would be worth it. Because, like I said, but this Jimmy Butler card, I've actually used it in challenges. He's an absolute bucket as a 91 as an amethyst. So perfectly fine. You can pick him up. I found one on the auction block for 1,500 or less. Like I said, first one that popped up was 1,500. Zion, 3,500. I don't got to say much about Zion. He's big. He can dunk. He can rebound. He can do it all. I have Mark West up here as a center because he's a diamond, and you can get him for free in this battle pass if you make it to like level 20, which I did in like 3 days, and I'm like level 27 now, and it's just because I haven't played. But like I said, if you just do some challenges, you can boost through to level 20, or I think he's like level 22 or something like that. Really easy. Get him for free. Perfectly fine. Great center. He'll do everything you need. And over here, I have Russell Westbrook, Devin Booker, and Jonathan Kuminga, because these are players that if you don't mind using amethyst cards, I tried to give you guys at least a diamond or up card other than the Jimmy Butler. I didn't really search on the block too much about other diamonds. I could have bought one, but these are just cards I had, and I kind of wanted to show you a build, a team that I would run or that I have ran in the past. But so Russell Westbrook, I would take over Dame as a bench if I didn't have Dame and I wanted a cheap one, because he sells for about 2,500, so a whole $1,000 less than, or 1,000 MT less than Dame, and he's a great floor player. He can shoot. He can, you can put shoes on him. I put a diamond shoe on him that makes his plus 3-pointer like, I had like 3 of the 3-pointers, so his 3-pointer's like plus 10, and it's it's really easy to make him really good. And he can pass, he can dunk, he can rebound, he can shoot. Like he's a good card. Definitely good for pushing tempo and fast breaks. I got Devin Booker as a shooting guard because he's a bucket. It's Devin Booker. He can shoot. He can pass. He can play point if you need him to. He's good. And he's actually really cheap. I pull Devin Booker's and James Harden's all over the place whenever I pull packs, like amethyst ones. And you can literally I've sold mine for 600. So like you can sell them for, I think, 500. So I literally just put them for 650 because it's like, I'm not going to sell them on I'm not just going to sell him to the sell now, so at least get 150 extra VC or MT out of it. So you can literally get him for so cheap. I have the first one I found was 1,200. That's why I have him listed at 1,200. And Jonathan Kuminga you can get for 2,200 or less. There was a bunch of them you could bid for 500, and you could literally just put $1,500 bids on all of them, and I'm sure you would get one. So this is my budget lineup. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you guys want more of these, and I will actually go try to find you a $3,000 or less. Or if you guys want to see a Ruby build, a Ruby budget build, a Ruby or a Amethyst budget build, stuff like that. Because I would more than happy be able to do that with some of my favorite players. Because like I said, I have a stacked team on this. I'll show you. Some of them are not actually currently up because they're being graded, but I have an absolutely stacked team. This is Joel Embiid, and then this is Scotty Barnes, or not Scotty Barnes. I actually don't know who that is, but I have an absolute stacked team. So I am well off on budget building and stuff like that. Like this is my build. This is the people I use for my domination. Like I said, those you can literally beat all domination. These are what I use for my domination. I just try to give you guys a little bit better cards. I know I didn't include the Shaq because I guarantee you can't get him for under 5K just because it's Shaq. So these are just all cards I use. You could definitely get Kyrie under 1,000, Jaylen Brown under 1,000, James Harden under 1,000. There's a lot of options for Amethyst under 1,000, and especially if you're just a casual player and you're just trying to get a nice little team. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you guys are enjoying these 2K videos, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace out.